Welcome to Embrace Your Spiritual Powers with I Am. Your host, Shangela Pierce, a spiritual healer from Sedona, and her guides, I Am, are here to reacquaint you with the miraculous spiritual powers you were born with. You can manifest health, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Join us today as you begin a new journey of enlightenment. Here is Shangela.
Welcome to episode 5 of Embrace Your Spiritual Powers with I Am. I'm your host, Shangela Pierce, and today we are going to talk about forgiveness. Before we begin, I would like to invite you to a free live masterclass on spiritual power hosted by myself and, of course, with my spiritual guides, I Am. In this masterclass, we are going to help you communicate with the divine. We will do 3 activities to that effect. We will help you get answers from the divine, to channel the divine, and to understand the divine messages you have been receiving since you were born. If you would like to join us, please visit my website at seekwithinu.com/masterclass to join. I look forward to seeing you there. Intentions. Let's take a moment and set our intentions for this podcast. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. What is it that you would like to experience today? What questions do you seek answers for? Just breathe and relax. Let the question go and allow the answer to come to you. Now, the message from I Am. Forgiveness. What does forgiveness mean for a person whose health has been compromised? Why must this person focus on forgiveness? Are there not more important things to consider? Should I not be focused on what I should take? Should I not be focused on what I should do and who I should listen to? Should I not be focused on finding the person who can help me? Now, we are not saying that none of that is important, but what we are saying, what we want to impress upon you, is that you are an energetic being, and your thoughts affect every aspect of your life, including your health. From a traditional standpoint, the power of the thoughts are not addressed, and if they are not fully addressed. We want to impress upon you the power that your thoughts have in creating every aspect of your life, including health and disharmony, lack of health. You are an energetic being, and thus must allow for the flow of this energy. If you have listened to our other episodes, you will understand the importance of allowing energy to flow. Energy must flow. Your vibration must raise. That includes the vibrations of your thoughts. In order to become who you are destined to become, and that includes health. You cannot separate what is happening in your body from your thoughts. It matters not as much as you think it does what you take. It matters not as much as you think it does, the person with whom you consult with whom you feel will heal you. What is most important are your thoughts. Are you allowing? Are you surrendering? Are you letting the energy flow? Yes, you do have those here on this planet who will assist you, but the most important thing is you. You are the factor. You must allow it. In this idea of allowing, of surrendering, we focus today on forgiveness. Forgiveness is yet another strong, energetic vibration that many people are held in and prevents them from fully allowing. They hold themselves in a vibration of resentment. And this resentment is resentment of self, is resentment of what you think another person has done to you. It is resentment on the collective level as well. You decide for you where you need this help, where you need to allow the energy to flow. If you do not know, ask us. We shall guide you. Of what is the most important for me to forgive. We shall first touch upon forgiveness of self. You are trained, and we mean trained from childhood, trained in your family, to judge yourself and to hold on to resentment, resenting the choices you've made, resenting what has happened to you, resenting it all, and thus blocking the natural flow of energy. This resentment gets stuck in your body. You must learn to forgive yourself. Now that you understand that you are a creator of your reality, forgive where you are right now. Forgive the disharmony in your body. Forgive what you have created in your reality. Forgive your ignorance of it. Forgive, forgive, forgive. You can forgive yourself. Love yourself. Allow the energy to flow. You can forgive yourself and you can forgive others. Others who you perceive have done something to you. Because remember, this is a creative world, and everything that has been quote unquote done to you, you have called forth. It is time to forgive yourself for calling it forth. It is time to forgive the other person. It is time to forgive, open your heart, and let the energy flow, because it keeps you in a state of disharmony. It does not allow you to move forward. The only person who is truly harmed is you. Your vibrational level. You are the one that is affected. You must forgive. You can forgive. It may seem hard to forgive, especially if you have held on to this vibration for so long. But we are here to help you. Ask your source to help you to forgive. We can help you open your heart to forgive. You do not have to force it. We can help you learn to allow this peace and forgiveness and love in your heart. But you must open to it. You must allow us to assist you. Ask us. We shall be there. You can do it. You can forgive. Many people also do not realize that they hold on to resentment of the collective. And the collective takes many forms. There is the collective of what you call your family unit, the collective of your community, your city, your state, your institutions, your work environment, your government, your country, the world. Again, many do not realize that they are holding resentment from many levels of collective consciousness. It may be more obvious for those that are closer to you, say your family unit, but there are those who hold on to resentment about their government, about the state of the economy, about many aspects of life. It is time to forgive. Forgive them for their level of consciousness. Show love and forgiveness to them because that helps you to heal. That helps you to raise your vibration. It also helps the collective as well. The more of you who can go beyond the ego and let go and forgive, the more the planetary consciousness shifts. You can forgive. Forgive those. Forgive yourself. Let go of the anger and resentment. Let go of all of that. Allow us to help you to do that. This forgiveness will go a long way in your healing. You may not realize it now, but it does. Because your thoughts are more powerful than you can imagine. Forgive yourself. Love yourself. Allow the energy to flow. In peace and love, I am. Thank you, I am, for that powerful, powerful message. Yes, forgiveness is in order, especially in these days and times. There is a lot of anger in society right now. There's a lot of resentment. There's a lot of things that are holding people back, that are holding them in a stagnant vibratory state. You don't have to be that. You can choose to forgive them and forgive yourself for judging them. Forgive yourself for your current state. This definitely hits home for me. Forgiveness is something I work on constantly, forgiving. Letting go of all these thoughts that have accumulated over the years. They don't serve me anymore. And every day, as I learn to allow more and more, I feel better. My health improves. My outlook on life improves because I'm taking the steps every day. I'm walking the path every day to forgive and to be a better person than I was the day before, and to forgive myself for any errors that I find that I've done in the day. errors, quote unquote, because we're all doing our best to be the best version of ourselves. And when that doesn't happen, forgive yourself for it because you know that you are more than that and you can move on beyond that. But you can if you're always judging yourself, if you're always holding resentment for things that were created when you weren't conscious, when you didn't know any better, when you feel like someone's done something to you and you just have so much anger. Forgiveness is the key, is to letting go. And it's not always easy. But if you go to your source, if you rely on your source to open your heart, you can do it. And it may take time. You may resist for a little bit, but it's okay as long as you keep coming home to your source to ask for help and forgiveness, you'll get there. Just keep going. Just keep working on it. Forgiving, forgiving, forgiving. You can do it. Open and allow your source to assist you. One of the things that I like to do, because it's the moment, the period of the podcast where I give you practical tips, is to change my story. Change the story that I tell myself every day. And depending on your vibrational level will depend on the story that you tell. So we like to guide you on telling a different story, but first telling the first statement at the vibrational level that you're at. You don't jump to, I am forgiving, because quite frankly, you probably don't feel that, right? You're going to feel that resistance if you're trying to jump up a level in your statement of what you're saying. So maybe you would say, every day it gets easier to forgive. Every day I forgive more. Every day I allow my source to help me forgive. You can say that. That's believable. And then eventually, your new story will include, I forgive. I am forgiving. I forgive myself. Right? For more information on telling a different story, you can purchase my book, Healing the Law of Attraction, or you can also visit my blog at seekwithinyou.com/different story. That'll take you directly to the article on telling a different story and how to put that into your healing practice. A new story is definitely something you need in order to basically retrain your subconscious mind and your thoughts to think differently, to allow your mind to get out of the contracted state that's holding on to all of this energy, that stuck energy of resentment, of anger, to really just allow yourself to let go and forgive. Forgiving all aspects, yourself, other people, the collective. Another thing that I like to do is before my daily meditation practice, I set my intentions. I ask and I invite my source to help me in whatever I need the most help in at that moment. And so, if forgiveness is your big thing right now, if you just feel it in your soul that, oh, I need to forgive, I'm holding on to too much, then ask for help in forgiving. Talk to them as if they're your best friend in the non-physical. You know how you talk to your best friend. You can talk to them the same way, but they are in the non-physical form. I will give you some examples of how this could look. So before your meditation practice, you say, oh, I am, or whatever, the name of your source. Thank you for helping me to forgive. I need to forgive such and such and such, whatever that is for you. You don't have to be specific on what you need to forgive because they know. You can just let go and just allow the forgiveness to come. And you may be surprised at the things that come up as you are allowing this stuck energy to come out of you. As you continue with the meditation, do your best to just be present and allow the thoughts that come to you to just fade away, like a cloud. You just let it go, right? And continue with your meditation practice, whatever that is to you. Now, what will be important for you to know is that throughout the day, you will continue to release energy. That's just part of us being energetic beings. Energy is constantly flowing. And so it is important to be mindful of what's being released, how you feel, because that's an indication of what's coming up from you. And this might not make much sense to you right now, but just continue to listen to us. Just hold that vibration that things are going to be released and you're going to be mindful. And that's really all you need to know for now. And there's no need to push the issue. It's just something to just be aware of, to think about. That's just bringing your awareness to it. And that's okay for now. Over time, we'll work together some simple techniques that you can use to be more mindful and to do certain things. If you continue listening, you'll see that there's like there are patterns. There's certain things that we do constantly and all the time. One thing I do want to note is to not try everything at once, to really just steadily work on your spiritual practice, your healing practice. So adding a few things at a time, really one thing at a time, as well as being focused on only like one particular aspect of your life. So if you're trying to improve your health, then just focus on health. And the tools that you learn and master in this respect will carry over to other aspects of your life. There's no need to try to fix everything right now. Just work on the most important thing in your life. And if it is health and you are being guided to forgive, then work on forgiveness. If you are being guided to forgiveness and love, then work on them both because you can incorporate both of them into your spiritual practice. You can ask for love. You can ask for forgiveness. Again, we want you to take it steadily, a steady pace towards your goal. One of my favorite tools that I like to use is my spiritual tree of focus that I am helped me to create. And it's just a way to help write down all the skills, all the things that they've told me to work on. And is in many respects like a vision board, but it's slightly different. You get it in my spiritual guidance workbook. You get it. You can get a download of it, or you can get a printed poster of it, 11 by 18, I believe, size poster that will be mailed to you if you purchase that on my website. You also get it at a spiritual healing retreat. Now, I'm saying this not just, as a way to sell you something, but it's really a handy tool to use in order to guide your focus and to make sure that you're not focusing on other things that aren't as important as whatever your major point of focus is. So again, it's a very handy tool and I really enjoy looking at it every day as well as reminding myself of things I need to focus on. Because the key is in focusing as well as allowing. I wanted to end today with a short mindful meditation. A good way to experience being mindful if you've never done it before, and is also a good break for anyone who practices meditation on a daily basis, because meditation is not just what you do one time, it evolves to become something you do every moment. As you sit comfortably in a chair, become aware of your breath. We are simply observing the breath, so there is no need to change your rate of breathing. However, if that occurs, that is okay. Notice the sensations of the breath as the air enters and leaves your nostrils. Follow the path of the breath as it enters your nose. Do this with a sense of gentle curiosity. Then follow the path of the breath as it exits your nose. Notice the temperature of the breath upon exhalation and inhalation. Notice if there are any differences. Now bring your awareness to the up and downward movement of your diaphragm as you breathe in and out. Feel your diaphragm contract and lower as you inhale, and relax as you exhale. Observe the cessation for a moment. Notice how the diaphragm pushes on the organs of your abdomen as you inhale. Notice any differences when you exhale. Now bring your awareness to your lower abdomen. Feel the skin around the belly gently stretching when you breathe in and contracting when you breathe out. Notice the small pauses between the inhalation and exhalations of each breath. If your mind wanders to other thoughts, that is okay. As soon as you notice that your mind has wandered, you are actually back in the present moment. Simply become aware of what you were thinking. Gently label it as thinking without judging yourself. Then guide your attention back to feeling your breath. Each time you notice, all you need to do is bring it back. We are practicing a gentle training of the brain to remain in the present moment. Now bring your awareness to your entire body. Notice how your entire body breathes, which it is actually doing through your skin. Notice how your skin expands and contracts. While you are noticing the sensations of the breath, you may also notice an area of your body that needs to be relaxed. If you do, gently bring your awareness to that area and breathe into it. Imagine or feel your breath going in and out of this area with a sense of curiosity and kindness, accepting the discomfort just as it is as best you can. When the area is relaxed, return your focus to the sensations of your breath. Mindfulness of breath. Noticing how each moment is unique and different. Noticing how sensations continue to flux and change. How does your body feel in this moment? Breath and body. I hope you enjoyed that meditation. If you're interested in that, you can find that also in my online store. If you would like to get some questions answered from the divine, please join me for our free 3-hour masterclass, where we will help you to get your answers, to channel divine messages, and to understand the simple messages you have been receiving since you were born. Again, if you would like to join me, please visit my website at seekwithinyou.com/masterclass, and I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you again for joining me for another episode of Embrace Your Spiritual Powers with I Am. And I look forward to seeing you next week. And peace and love. Namaste.
Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed receiving your messages for your spiritual healing. Join us next week for more amazing information that will help you manifest health beyond your wildest dreams. For more inspiration and guidance from I Am, please visit www.seekwithinyou.com.